Hello, successful souls. I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. I'm excited because I'm doing something a little creative today. So as you're coming in, make sure you say hello. I can see the comments live. But today we are doing a live recording of the Spiritual Success podcast. Now, remember, you can catch this podcast every single Monday, and it comes out on iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, all the places where you can listen to podcasts. Again, something that I love to do is give a big thank you, a big shout out. If you are someone who is listening to the show consistently and you like what you hear, I'd love for you to leave an honest review. And if you leave a review, take a little screenshot and share that with a member of my team. You can see Abby here in the comments. Send that over to her, and we're going to be gifting you the guided meditation called the Successful Soul System. Now, again, this is the meditation practice that I have put together by meditating with so many different religious spiritual groups, by being a student at the College of Metaphysical Studies, working with multiple mentors, and of course, channeling my inner feminine beast. This is the meditation that I use for manifesting all the beautiful things that I have in life, that I love teaching in master classes and workshops, and that I've taught to thousands of women, and especially my clients. I hold them accountable every single day to do this specific meditation, and I'll be gifting that to you for that. So thank you again for following, for subscribing, for leaving reviews. It means the world to us. If you are doing that, I want to make sure I'm giving back and just saying thank you. This meditation is, again, valued at $150. You can notice that on our website, but we want to give that to you for writing a review. So thank you for that. Well, it is the season. It is the season. As we are listening to this live, or if you're catching the replay in the future, it is the holiday season, which means we are giving and giving and going and doing and wrapping and shopping and eating. Lord knows we are eating a whole bunch these days, right? So I just want to remind you the importance of commitment, especially this time of year where this comes up unexpectedly, or we're squeezing in this. We have our in-laws visiting and all the reasons not to do the things that we know we're supposed to do. Commitment. That is such an important word and such a beautiful word. It was interesting. A few months ago, we did a big relationship workshop. It was all about evolving in love. As a woman who has been married for 10 years now, we're actually going to be celebrating in February in Scotland. I'm so excited. We booked a castle, just like the Netflix show that we just saw. There's a new Netflix movie that is called Christmas in a Castle. I'm such a nerd, but I watch all of the holiday movies, all the Hallmark movies. It's just like my weakness during the holidays. But we saw that one. It was so fun. That looks like exactly what our trip's going to be like. So we're looking forward to that. But anyway, as a woman who's been married for 10 years, I did this masterclass recently with my husband. Now, he is not somebody who is a coach. He's not somebody that's used to going on live video, but he was super vulnerable, super willing, and he sat by my side. And we did an amazing training about what it actually takes to go from this bumpy roller coaster of up and downs to a beautiful, long journey of evolving love. And we opened it up, and I passed the mic to him right away. And my husband said one of the most beautiful things that I just thought was really mind-blowing, and I just want to give kudos to him. But he said, love is not a feeling. It's not just a feeling. It's a choice. And it's all about commitment. So when we're talking about commitment, it can involve with so many different things, whatever your personal goals are. Now, I talk a lot about business consulting and sales because that's one of my passions. I truly believe through sales is how we can help people to have a start of their success. But at the same time, it doesn't matter what your goals are, because success is so much more than just business and finance. It can be in relationships. It can be in your fitness goals. I'm a woman who lost 75 pounds in 1 year, okay? I know it's all the different things that we want to have as a human, as a spiritual being having human experience. We have so many beautiful desires, but the one key into really making sure that all the things that you desire that are here in the spiritual, having them come and emerge through into the physical, it takes commitment. And commitment is a choice. It's your choice. It's your decision. Remember, regardless if you're the CEO of a business or not, which many of my followers are, you are the CEO of your life. You are the shot caller. You are the visionary. Your choices matter. Every single day, what you do matters. Every single day, what you do counts. Now, are you doing things that add up, that are going to make a big difference positively for you, or not so much negatively for you? Because it all adds up. And in the beginning, you'll notice that we can't see it here in the physical. Remember, the physical isn't who you are, it's who you were. All of your past thoughts, feelings, and actions that you did in the past got you to where you're at now. Look around. Look around. Do you like what you see? If not, what are you going to do about it? Who are you? Who do you want to be? And what is the difference? Almost always the answer is commitment. Being a woman of your word, saying you're going to do something and then actually doing it, this makes all the difference. But most people quit because fear comes in the way, doubt comes in the way, something comes in the way that makes you slow down. But it's all about momentum. See, this is what I come to this planet to do. Like literally, God sent me here on this planet because one of the gifts that I really have is helping women to see the possibilities, to have courage to actually do something about it, but then get up and take aligned action to do something about it. I'm here to help people to hyper speed the results, to go super fast and realize it's not about anything you have to create. You don't have to create anything. Nothing's created, nothing's destroyed. And therefore, what you have to do is align. And how do you align? By maintaining momentum, maintaining your frequency, which means you have to be committed. It's all about discipline. And discipline is not punishment, it's freedom. Everything I have in my life as a successful woman is because of my choice, my decision to be disciplined. Discipline is freedom. So it's about having commitment to be disciplined and holding yourself accountable, which means you're having self-integrity, self-responsibility, and you understand that you get to live this life. You don't have to, that you're the boss. And once you decide, you say it is, and so it is. Stick with it. Because if you do not quit, you will not fail. How freaking freeing is that? If you do not quit, you will not fail. You will not fail. So stick with it. If you miss your mark, just get back on. It's like driving on the highway. If you're on I-95, because I'm here on the East Coast, if you're driving on this huge highway and all of a sudden you're not paying attention and there's something dropped and you're like talking to the kids or you're changing the channel, you miss your straightness. You're not there. What happens? You hit the little bumps. Those little bumps are there for a reason, to warn you. When you hear thud, 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 it's not to be like, oh, crap, and spiral off the side of the road. Your job is to readjust, to realign, and get back and stay focused, okay? That is what we need to do when we miss our mark here as well. Listen to the signs, listen to the bumps that the universe is giving you, and just readjust. So commitment, it's key. And this is something that I taught recently inside my 12-month program, the Spiritual Success Experience. It was such an amazing session that we had with, again, amazing entrepreneur women, executive women, and powerhouse mamas. Because being a mama, we all know, is a job in itself. But we get together and we do these mindset coaching, but not just mindset coaching, really making sure that we are embodying the work that we're learning. And so in one of our recent sessions, the energy was just super hype. Everyone was really having some aha moments. And I wanted to share a little bit about what that looked like. It was about the topic of commitment. So during my sessions, I absolutely am obsessed with worksheets. I'm a worksheet girl because I like structure. I don't ever want to have you show up and be like, so what are we talking about today? No, screw that, right? We like structure. We like providing support. We love providing strategy and then sprinkling it all with a bunch of spirituality. But here inside the Spiritual Success Experience, I have a lot of worksheets. I handwrite all of these. These are things that I think it's important so that when my clients are here, we're not having our heads down taking a million notes, but they can follow along. And that way I'm not scripted. I just kind of flow with the worksheets. I like things to be present and to really vibe off those who are live. So in the most recent worksheets, I'm always putting in some amazing quotes. And I wanted to share some quotes with you. One, Abraham Lincoln. Ever hear of him? Good old Abe. He says, commitment is what transforms a promise to reality. When confronted with a challenge, the committed heart will search for a solution. The undecided heart searches for an escape. It's from Andy Andrews. Commitment is doing the thing you said you were going to do long after the mood you said it in has left you. We've all been there, right? How about this one from my Bob Proctor fans out there? There's a bunch of you, I know it. He says, accountability is the glue that ties commitment to the results. So good. So good. Commitment is everything. Commitment is everything. But a lot of times we get really wish-washy. We decide we want something and we feel it. We get so inspired. We have this amazing desire. We're like, oh, oh my gosh, I see things clearly now. This is what I'm supposed to do. It makes me feel so alive. And then you start doing the thing. And then what happens? Something comes up. You get busy. You have these doubts. All of a sudden you're like, you know what? I have to wait till everything's perfect before I can do this thing. Here's the thing. Remember, you don't wait to do the thing when you're confident. You become confident by doing the thing. Okay. So keeping that momentum going means seriously giving yourself permission to make mistakes. I'm going to be censored today. I usually say I give yourself permission to F up. Today I'll hold it in. Okay. But that's so important because mistakes are what pave the road of success. Failures are important to embrace. See, the thing is about powerful women, they make very quick decisions. They don't sit on the fence till their hiney hurts, right? Because they know it's more important to keep momentum rather than make the right choice, because there is no right, there is no wrong. And God knows your intention. If you are feeding your company, if you are feeding your dreams, if you are feeding the thing that you desire, then you will keep momentum. People always say, well, what if I make the wrong choice? First of all, why would you ever focus on what if it goes wrong? You have to control your thoughts. So your thoughts are controlling you. Remember, you're the CEO. You have to feed and understand that everything in life is an investment. What you put out there, you're going to get back. So I encourage you to invest what you want to receive. So put out in there what you want to get back. No more making problems into problems that aren't actually problems. Focus on the outcome that you desire. So when you're making a choice, and you're saying, well, which choice do I make? You have to realize, well, one is going to feed your beast and one is going to feed your doubt. Which one is it? One's going to help you to align with the end outcome that you desire, and one of them's not. Very simple. So if you are sitting there saying, I want to get fit. Do you do option A of sitting at home on the couch, or do you go to option B and go to the gym? It's very clear which one lines with the end result. Every single day when you show up like her, your inner feminine beast, you think, what is my end result? And am I making decisions that are aligned with the way that she lives? Because if I act like her now, invest like her now, speak like her now, love and give and be compassionate like she is now, then I get to live like her, be her, and get the end result that I desire, live the life that she lives. So you have to understand everything matters. All of it counts. The onesies and twosies that you think don't matter, they add up. It's called the compound effect. It literally looks like nothing's happening until one day it breaks free. Exponential growth happens. So I want you to understand commitment is key. So when an inner feminine beast decides, her word is law. If you say you're going to do something, you have to understand you have to do it. Like it's far, far, far so dangerous, far more dangerous to pull back on the thing you say you're going to do than even like signing a contract. Your word is that powerful. Because if you say you're going to do something and then you don't, all the universe hears you doing is crying wolf. Do you remember that story when we were little? Man, these stories are terrible, by the way. Like they have the most effed up stories they tell us as kids, but it's so you can learn some lessons. Now, some of them I'll disagree with, but think about the little boy who cried wolf. We'll call it the little girl this time, right? Because most of us are ladies here listening to this. But let's say, it's almost like fun, shits and giggles. You're sitting there, say you're going to do something and then you don't. Hence you're crying wolf. The little town, the little village, the little boy is there. He's really bored, has nothing better to do. And so he says, wolf, wolf, wolf. And the whole town comes and they have their pitchforks and they're ready to protect the little boy, protect the village and take care of the wolf. But there's no wolf there. But the screwy part is he does it again. Just for his own entertainment, to see everybody get all pumped up and, all crazy and ready. And he thinks it's funny, except he doesn't think it's funny when he really does need the help, when he really does need the support, when the wolf actually does come. Nobody believes him. When you say you're going to do something and you dabble and you try and figure out, and then someday maybe it's not, you need to understand you're not living in alignment. When you want to do something, you are so supported. God is there to support you. Literally ready to move mountains because of your demands. You're the child of God. Do you understand how powerful that makes you? So it's important for you to do one thing and one thing only. It's to show up like her every single day, knowing that you're supported mentally, financially, spiritually, energetically, and entirely. Just showing up as her, committing to the thing that you said you're going to do is going to change everything. Start small, start little, okay? Like if it's what is the thing how dirty is your trunk right now? The trunk of your car. Mine used to be filthy, not anymore. I keep that thing pristine. In fact, I actually got it detailed yesterday. I do it once a week. And the thing is though, if you've been putting off something for long, just go do it. Cleaning out your car, cleaning out your garage. How many extra makeups, like little lipsticks, do you actually need in your drawer? Clean it up. Stop putting it off. If you said you were going to invest in that next coach, go and do it already, right? What's holding you back? If you said you were going to go Christmas shopping, but it's getting closer and closer and closer, you haven't done it, just do it. Just do it, right? That's what Nike says. It's making sure that you come and you're committed. You have to do the things you're saying to do. And it has nothing to do with you signing a paper on a contract. It's understanding that you go first and everything in this world will respond. If you are not doing the thing you're saying you're going to do, don't expect to receive the thing that you wanted to receive, because you create a cause. You are the cause that creates an effect. You have to understand everything in life has a consequence. So be intentional and have attention behind your intention. Understand that you get to live this life. You don't have to. So make the most of it. And just know if you don't quit, you will not fail. Stay committed. And it's like this example. And you may have heard me say this before, but I hope each and every time you hear it, it's like, oh, okay, now I'm getting it. It's like you have this giant boulder in front of you. And a lot of times my clients come with me and it's like, here you go. Here's this giant boulder. Go ahead. Have fun pushing it. They're all looking at me like, are you kidding me? It's a boulder. I can't move this thing. Like, you are underestimating your power. So push it. And they look at me like, I hate you right now. I'm like, you're crazy. I can't do this. This thing's not moving. In fact, almost everybody around them, the ladies who are not their inner feminine beast, they're going to quit. They're going to walk away. They're like, I don't see any results. I'm done. This wasn't a silver bullet answer. It's just, it's too hard. No, inner feminine beast, she keeps pushing. And that's what I do. I help women to really stay focused, to understand that whatever they prioritize, they will energize. Wherever the momentum goes is where the focus is going to go. It's making sure you understand that you are the boss. You're in control. And if you just stick with something long enough, because every day it matters, you can then hyperspeed your results. This is what I help women on the planet do, hyperspeed results. But in the beginning, you don't see any signs of it working. Just like if you're pushing a boulder. Pushing and pushing and pushing. It seems like nothing's happening. What you don't realize is you're getting a lot stronger every single day that you're pushing. Everybody else quit, but you're building those muscles. You're pushing. So eventually, one day, you just have enough strength that boom, that boulder starts to rock. You're going to look at me and be like, oh, it's happening. I'm like, yeah, it is. And you're like, what do I do? And I'm going to be like, push harder. Because then that tipping starts to become a rocking, and that rocking becomes a rolling, right? Slowly but surely it picks up speed. This is the law of inertia. What goes in motion stays in motion. All of a sudden it's like, woo, holy shit, right? Like it's like Indiana Jones. Get the hell out of the way of that thing. You're unstoppable. You're unstoppable at that point. The only thing that can stop it is you. If you lose focus, if you begin dabbling, if you're taking too long to decide, if you're weighing your options and not keeping the momentum. So keep it going, because if it does stop, guess what? It's still a big ass boulder. It's going to take a lot of energy to restart again, but you're capable and you can, and you will. And in fact, in my mind, it's already done, right? So just want to remind you, momentum is real. Momentum is real. I want you to look at commitment as though you're jumping out of an airplane. You know who's really committed? Someone who just jumped out of an airplane. Right? Because you can't go back. That's what commitment is not going back. You can't go backwards. It's like driving a car, looking in the rearview mirror. Good luck with that. You can't go back. You have to stay focused in your lane, keeping the momentum and staying with it. Because if you do not quit, you will not fail. So much freedom with that. So just remember, if you commit and you show up as her, your inner feminine beast, you will be supported. So many things will line up for you, but you have to understand that this may be new for many of us, right? So it's not about learning something new. Actually, it's about remembering your truth, getting back to understanding your potential. You have to erase a lot of things. And when we change things in the physical, it's not instant. It's not quick, that easy. It's like the boulder. You see no results in the beginning unless you could keep with it. My two sons, they are obsessed with Star Wars. And as a Disney freak, I kind of love it because, they're at Disney World now, means my kids like going. But they're always listening to Star Wars. And also as a metaphysical coach and as a success coach, I love so much of the phrases, the ideas, the concepts in Star Wars. Y'all want to really see some metaphysical concepts? Go watch Star Wars and really pay attention to what they're saying. May the force be with you, right? But Master Yoda, he says, the difference between a master and a newbie is that the newbie hasn't even tried as many times as the master has failed. You can't be afraid of making mistakes. That's why every single day of my life and with my team, after we do anything in our company, we debrief. What works? What doesn't? And what am I deciding to do differently? Because if I keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting the same results, well, that's insanity. I'm the boss. I'm the decision maker. How do I want to improve? And if I just switch every single day, think about that, 1% more, getting better, 1% every single day, in 100 days, I'm 100% better. But I don't stop there. I keep leveling up. I've ascended so many times in these last few years, going from a woman who was over 75 pounds, going from a woman who was completely bankrupt, going from a woman who gave up on herself in life and literally sat in her bathrobe for God knows how long. It can all change with a decision to commit, a decision to be her, the version of you that's just waiting to come here, to shine your light, to truly leave a ripple effect, because every time you hit a goal, every single time you achieve a desire, you're showing other people that it's possible. You're inspiring them to let them know that they can too. I am not special. I am not this lucky person. I am not somebody that has amazing superpowers. I do. In fact, you have them too, though. Let me, leading by example, show you what's possible. Because if I can do it, you can do it. It's all just a choice. It's your decision. You're the CEO of your life. In fact, I like to say you're the director. You call the shots. You write the script. You even hire and fire the actors. It's all up to you, but you have to commit. Get it done, and most importantly, see it through. You've heard that one before, right? So what is it that you've been wanting to commit to? Again, one of the things that I am absolutely so particular about and just really would love for people to understand is if I had one thing to teach, it's not just the mindset and the embodiment work and hyperspeeding results and getting all these sales in your business and everything else. The one thing that I feel that I'm on the planet to do is help women to really embrace meditation. Because meditation is the art of doing nothing. It's learning to control your thoughts so that your thoughts are controlling you. It's a disciplined, committed spiritual practice. But I do mean it from the bottom of my heart. Everything you want is on the other side of this practice. Because when you learn to get out of your head, you learn to be in the present. It's here and now that you have all the control. It's here that you want to bring things into the physical. That doesn't work if you're constantly up here. You need to be present in the physical. So it's a committed practice. What is it that you're going to commit to this holiday? And honestly, meditation more than anything is important during the season. When you're giving so much of yourself to others, you need to make sure that you're filling yourself up, feeding your soul, cleansing and feeding your energetic body, not just your physical body, because otherwise you will deplete. You have to be a surplus of all things good and able to give and to support others. So meditation is a great example. Something I'd like to mention is if you are interested, you are more than welcome to still come and join us inside the meditation accountability program that we're hosting. It's just for the month of December. If you're listening to this live, make sure you reach out to Abby on my team here. She's here to help you. And then, of course, you can always write into info@cynthiastan.com with any programs that we're offering that we can help to support you on. But this is a special one that we have about being accountable, about being disciplined, about making sure we're committed to our higher desires, and especially our meditation practice during the season. Regardless, whatever it is you decide to commit to, please just promise me, not even for me, but for yourself, that you will commit to it. Because you're worthy, because you're deserving. And if you want to become a master manifester, this is key. Commitment. Acknowledge it, embrace it, see it through.